Hello and welcome to GBR. You found us today racing with the guys from the MRC in the GTTCC Series 21. This is the guys in the Elite Division. As you see, we are at Red Bull Ring for race 2 of round 1. We have a reverse grid for this one. And starting on pole is going to be Racer. And everyone will be driving the Nissan GTR for this race, so everyone knows there's no advantage for everyone. In second we'll have Brucey. In third place we will have Staffy. In fourth we have Golden Brownie. In fifth we have Bazza. In sixth we have Mark. In seventh we have Jork. Has he put his air ambulance on the top? No, he hasn't got air ambulance on this one. That's one thing I did notice for Staffy as well. I don't think there's much on Staffy's one for his charity and team. New two guys that need to put some more decals on their car. In 8th place we have Crow. In 9th we have Ginge. And in 10th we have the race winner from Nürburgring GP, is Scott. So 10 drivers for this one once again. So let's get these guys underway for another half an hour at Red Bull Ring, and it's nice and murky here, so maybe the rain will be coming at some point. And away we go. Racer there, a little bit of a slow start off the line. Brucey there, he's going to get the jump on him. Looks like Staffy's been able to get alongside him as well as we're coming up towards turn 1. Yeah, Racer's down to third place, fourth now. He's just losing time from that bad start, but everyone's been able to capitalise on that and move forward as we're going up towards turn 2. Here, Brucey there in first place. They're all going to fan out into the braking zone. Oh, slight tap there from Chalk in 5th. He's tapped Bazza out wide as well. It looked like on the exit, but no one looks like they've happened to got a penalty there. No, they haven't. So allowed the front three just to get a little bit of a gap over the rest of the field as we're coming through turn 3. And Brucey leading Staffy there. He's got Golden Brownie up the inside of him. Looks like Golden Brownie's got that move done coming out of turn 3. He's going to be on the outside now for turn 4. But Staffy there just keeping it on the inside. Is he going to still be on the inside for this left-hander? No, he's not. He's going to have to slip in behind Golden Brownie for third place. Bazza 4th, Chalk 5th, Mark 6th, Racer down to 7th, Ginge in 8th, Scott 9th, Crow 10th. So these guys have all pretty much stayed where they were from the start, but the front three having a right old ding-dong battle here for this first place. Staffy was trying to go up the inside of Golden there, but that gap that they had has just been swallowed up. But now we're going to go side by side. Bazza's moved past Staffy to third place. Brucey and Golden going for who's going to be later on the brakes. Golden's going to be late on the brakes. He's going to go deep by the looks of it. And Brucey's going to get him back up the inside of turn 1. And Bazza now, he's going to be in on the action as we're coming up the hill towards turn 2. Staffy looks like he's only dropped 1, but he's got Chalk right behind him. But fanning out again out towards turn 2. This is probably the most chance you have for an overtake at turn 2. But Chalk went around the outside there of Staffy. Wrong one. The looks of it into turn 2. Staffy, I think he thought he had more room on the outside there, but Chalk there optimistic and made that move work around the outside. Mark there just trying to see where he can go in 6th place behind, but is Staffy Chalk going to go for a move on Bazza in towards turn 3? No, he's not, but Golden's going to go up the inside of Brucey. Brucey gets a slight tap from Bazza. And Chalk there is going to be on the inside, and they're going to try and slip through past both of these two, but he's going to be on the outside of Brucey now through this long left-hander. And Brucey's going to maintain that second spot. He's lost that lead to Golden Brownie now on the with that contact he had with Bazza. But they will keep going in a straight line to these guys, but Staffy there and Mark going side by side into the penultimate corner. Staffy's going to hold that position ahead of Mark, and Mark's just going to have to slip in behind Crow. He's got past Scott now, and Ginger's fallen behind, and Racer there in 10th place, so he's dropped back through the field. Not a great race start for Racer, but if you get the car settled and be able to try and catch back up to the guys in front of him. Golden there in first place. He's got a little bit of a lead now over Chalk, Brucey and Bazza. They're all still fighting. That's how Golden been able to put a little bit of a gap. And now Crow and Staffy look like they've been able to... Crow's got past Staffy. Is that in towards turn 2? Yeah, Staffy going out very wide on the entry. And Crow took that chance and went up the inside there of Staffy. So up to 6th place now for Crow, right behind Mark. For 5th place, is Crow going to go for the move? No, he's not. He's going to sit probably behind Mark, because he's going to be around the outside, but Mark's gone for the move. I missed that one. Mark's gone for the move. Let's see if we can go forward a bit further. There we go. But yeah, Mark's gone for the move on Bazza here. Just slipped it up the inside, gave Bazza no room to hit that apex. And Crow's gone for the move as well up the inside, but Bazza's going to be on the outside for this one. So Crow's got that move done. Looked like Bazza was going to try and slip back up underneath the inside of Crow there, but can't get that one. Staffy having a look behind as well. Little bit of argy-bargy between these guys at the moment, so hopefully they can calm down and settle in. We've still got 25 minutes of the race to go, so plenty of time to make your move. But Bazza right up behind Crow with Staffy, Scott and Ginge all in the mix. Literally these 8 guys all within inches of each other, but Scott gave Staffy a little bit of a tap there. Bazza's now in the sandwich as we're coming up towards turn 1. Staffy's had to back out of that one. Ginger's on the inside there. Look like we're going 4 wide. Bazza's dropped back to where Bazza gone. He's gone back up to 7th spot, so all a bit messy there through turn 1, but it looks like they've been able to sort themselves out a little bit. But Scott's come out best from that. He's moved up 2 spots, and Staffy's dropped back to the back of this group now. Crow up behind Brucey. Brucey's dropped back through this little group at the moment with Mark and Chalk into 2nd and 3rd place. Golden Brownie pulling a little bit of a lead currently at the moment in 1st place. There he is going around this right-hander of turn of exit 3. Chalk with Mark there in 3rd place, right behind him. You're going to try and have a little look. Brucey's gone in deep there through this left-hander. Is he going to keep it on track? Yes, he's going to keep it on track, but it looked like Scott went wide there. Is that going to be a half-second penalty for Scott, or did he just manage to escape it on track? No, that's going to be a half-second going off onto the green, I'm surely, for Scott on the exit onto this little back straight. Yes, it is. So Bazza's all he's got to do is just sit behind Scott for another lap, and he's going to get a free place there when Scott serves that penalty. Gin's there in 8th. Staffy's dropped off the back, but he did have I think it was a half-second penalty to serve that time around, so he's now just dropped off out the back of Ginger's slipstream. It's going to be a struggle to keep with them now, because all the guys in front have got the slipstream of each other. Racer there in 10th place. I say struggling out a little bit, it looks like, in this round. Maybe not had much time to practice the tracks and the car combos before this round, but Golden Brownie out in first place. He's got about a 3-second lead over Chalk, and Chalk's got the attention of Mark right behind him, so can't have it easy to try and catch up to Golden Brownie at the moment. And Crow's got a little bit of a gap to Mark to catch up, but he has got Brucey right behind him, so Crow's made that move work, because Brucey was in front of Crow a lap ago, but there was some tyre squeal, but everyone's still facing forward, so I don't know if Golden Brownie got it in a little bit deep there. But we'll see with Scott, see if he's going to lose the spot. Oh, he's going to lose the spot to Bazza. Bazza's nice and close to him, but will he lose the spot to Ginge? And Scott pulls to the right hand side to let the cars go past, so he doesn't impede them, but it looks like Scott's only going to lose. He's going to lose one spot. No, Ginge is going to hang it round the outside here. Ginge is going to make that move work, so Scott loses 2 places there, serving that penalty, but he's going to try and get an exit out of the last corner and pulled alongside Ginge as we're coming across the line to start lap 6 already. But yeah, Scott looks like he's got that move done on Ginge, so he's only really lost 1 position as Scott picks up a half second. I did think he was a bit squirrely, and Bazza's picked up a half second as well in front, so all Bazza needs to do is just try and get as much of a gap over Scott as he can. He's got Brucey up in front of him about 3/4 of a second, and Brucey's got Crow about 3/4 of a second. Mark there. Oh, Golden Brownie's got a penalty by the looks of it. Yes, he has. So that's going to drop him into the clutches of Chalk when he serves that one. It looks like you lose about a second or so, and what is the gap between them? About 2. So yeah, there's going to be a battle now, going to be for first place between Chalk, Golden and Mark. Once Golden serves that penalty, and Crow looks like he's catching up. 38.8, no, 38.3, so yeah, Crow hasn't caught up, but it looks like he has caught up a little bit this lap. So Bazza there, he's caught up to Brucey, but he's having to serve a penalty, so he's going to have to slip him back behind Brucey. Ginge there in 7th. Where's Scott gone? Scott's gone down to 9th place, so I don't know what's happened there to Scott. He's had a not a great lap, has Scott. He had that half second, he might have had a little spin here or there in that lap, because what did he do? A 44.7, and everyone else is doing 39s and 40s, so yeah, not too sure. Racer there, he's getting more comfortable with the car. He's just gone his fastest lap of the race, but yeah, now Golden Brownie served that penalty. He's got Chalk all over his rear end, and Chalk's been able to drop Mark, but Mark's got Crow right up behind him. So is Chalk going to go for the move up towards turn 3? Don't think he's close enough at the moment. Golden Brownie's not going to defend as we're coming in. Same with Mark and Crow, them two just keeping it in line. Chalk's gone deep there on the exit of turn 3. That's going to give a bit of breathing room to Golden there. And first you can all see that gap's just opened up, and now into the clutches of Mark. Mark's gone for a look up the inside there to these left-handers of 4 and 5, but can't make that one. And what was Crow's lap time? 38.2 to 38.9 and 38.6. So yeah, Crow's definitely got the pace to keep it with the guys in front of him. But Golden's probably sigh of relief at the moment with Chalk going out wide. Turn 3, Bazza there, he's got back past Brucey after serving that penalty and slipping in behind. So Crow's got a half second penalty, it looks just flashed up there. So he's going to drop off the back of Mark when he comes around to serve that one. The penalty's flying out. Stewards absolutely penalising everyone for cutting the track here, it looks like. But Ginge there, not too far behind Brucey. Brucey's just not had the pace, it seems, to keep with the front guys. He's just slowly slipped back as the racer has gone on. Ginge there just behind Staffy there in 8th place, with Scott not too far behind him. So these two probably need to have a good rest of the race to try and catch up to this group in front of them. Racer there in 10th place, just so he's gone faster again, so he is picking up his pace. But Golden Brownie's picked up another half-second penalty. That's really going to drop him into the clutches now of Chalk in 2nd place. And Crow, he's got his half seconds. That's going to drop him to Bazza, but I don't think Bazza's close enough at the moment. No, Bazza's still got a good couple of seconds to Crow, but let's have a look to see how much it's going to drop Golden into the clutches of Chalk here as we're coming up to the penultimate corner. Golden's having to defend as we're coming in, but it's going to keep that position for the time being. Keeps it on the track, but it's going to defend now. Looks like coming up towards turn 1, pulls over to the pit wall. Crow there, you can see he's dropped off the back, but Chalk right up the rear end of Golden Brownie through turn 1. But they will keep it on track. I think Golden Brownie went in a bit hot, but it looks like he's got away with that one. Yes, he has Mark there in 3rd. He's looking to see if anything happens between these two. He's just going to slip right on past, being so close to the rear end of Chalk. Out of exit turn 2. Chalk there, looks like he's got up the inside of Golden Brownie for the lead of the race. Looking at the wrong car. He is. He's up to 1st place, up before we've hit the braking point for turn 3. But Golden Brownie's going to try and hang it around the outside of Chalk, but it just runs it a little bit deep by the looks of it. And Mark there, as I said, he's just going to wait for any little mistake, and he slipped his way up to 2nd spot now, has Mark. So Golden lost 2 places there in pretty much 1 corner. But will he be able to try and stick with the guys in front and keep with them and not let Crow catch up? But Crow's got a good pace in that car. Ooh, Brucey went out wide there. He's got a half-second penalty to serve. He might be having to sell. Looks like he's okay. He kept it on track. Ginger's got past Brucey for 6th place now. And Scott and Staffy, there's a bit of a gap between them at the moment. But, who's that going slow? Oh no, I think that was just Mark and Chalky going offline and Golden staying on the racing line. But what was the lap times from these two? 38.5, 38.3, 38.6. So Crow is keeping pace, but Bazza there looks like he caught. He had caught up half a second that lap. Ginge? No, it wasn't Ginger with a penalty, but Bazza's gone purple through sector 1. So Bazza, he is the man and on the move at the moment. He's in 5th place, but he can see first, a mere 200 metres in front of him, if that. Will he try to use the slipstream of Crow to really catch up to the back end? Because obviously Crow is catching up to the back end of these 3 in front where they are fighting. So this is going to be a 5-car battle for 1st place, I reckon, in about 2 laps or so's time, with these guys obviously just having to defend a little bit through some of these corners. See Chalk there tight on the exit, coming onto this little back straight, just going to impede him a little bit of speed, but he's going to keep it ahead of Mark. Golden Brownie there, not too far behind Mark as we're coming through these corners. I would try and do a lap guide, but I don't think we're going to get the time. Golden Brownie goes out wide there. Is that going to be a half-second penalty as he exits the last corner? No, I think he's good. Just kept that one on the track limits, but Crow there, he's caught up 6/10 on Golden Brownie, and Bazza, he caught 6/10 up on the Crow. So yeah, Bazza really is the man on the move at the moment. Is what was 38.9, 38.4. So yeah, as I say, fastest man on track at the moment. As we come up towards turn 2, Ginge there 38.7, Brucey at 39.4, Scott 38.8 there, having a battle is Scott and Staffy up towards turn 2. Staffy's on the inside. Scott's gone in deep, trying to carry the speed around the outside. Looks like he's got that move done. And dusted has Scott as we're coming down this top straight towards turn 3. So Staffy there losing a spot to Scott in 9th place now, and a racer there. Not had a great lap 10, but yeah, he's definitely picked up the pace for sure, has Racer. But Chalk there in 1st place. He's just pulling out a little bit of a lead over Mark in 2nd place. He's pulled over to the right. I'm not going to give Golden any slipstream down this little back straight. Crow and Bazza now, they've really caught up. I said 2 laps, it's only taken them a lap and a half, so to catch up to the back of Golden there in 3rd. Ooh, that was close for Crow coming on the exit of the last corner. Bazza's nice and tight. He's going to put out, he's going to go for the move up towards turn 1. Looks like he's going to try and stick his nose in. Just Crow just cuts it off on the entry to turn 1, but Buzz has got a good drive there. He's pulling alongside Crow as we're coming up the hill towards turn 2. Is Crow going to be able to try and keep this one round the outside? It's going to be quite hard to do, but he still is in 4th in the braking zone. He is going to keep it round the outside, so where Buzz had to go a little bit slower there on the apex, it's just allowed Crow to keep that speed around the outside and keep that 4th place. Gin's there in the background in 6th place. You can probably see this battle happening up ahead. He wants to get in on the action, but just a little bit too far behind at the moment. Bazza, he just set the fastest lap of the race as well, 37.6. I think that's the first lap in the 37s. Everyone else has been in the 38s. Yeah, everyone else has been 38, so Bazza absolutely flying. Really obviously hooked up in the GTR, but starting mid-pack and did drop back with a few little argy-bargy bits at the beginning of the race, but he's working his way through to the back of this group. He's probably the closest at the moment is Bazza to the car in front of him. It looks like there might be a penalty coming for Golden Brownie there through that right-hander. Yes, there is. He did go out wide. So that's probably going to drop him behind Bazza when he serves it at the end of this lap. So he's going to have to try and keep up with these guys, but obviously they are all flying. Bazza, yeah, look at that lap time, 38.9. So he just caught in that slipstream train now and just halted his performance in the end performance. Nissan. Golden, is he close enough to have a look on Mark? No, he's not. He's just going to have to stick behind him. He's got a 1 second penalty now, has Golden. So he's obviously gone off track for lap 1. So that's really going to drop turn 1. So that's going to really just drop him off the back of this pack. I don't think he's going to be able to keep with them. I do believe that slipstream is key around here, especially with just 4 straights pretty much on a track with about 8 corners. So yeah. Not great, but Chalk there in 1st place. He's obviously got gap wise. That's just over a second over Mark, but Mark there looks like he's obviously ebbing and flowing between 1st and 2nd. That gap, it looks like it's bigger, and then it closes up. And it looks like it's bigger again, but yeah, Golden Brownie, he's going to be serving his penalty. Crow and Bazza are just going to absolutely fly past these two. Gin's there, looks like he's had a half second penalty in 6th. Brucey there in 7th place. He's just picked up a half second penalty as he goes through the gates. It must have been on the exit, probably through that little right-hander. But Staffy's got back past Scott there. So Staffy's not giving up the fight for this 8th place. And he's going to give it everything he can to keep ahead of the Aussie. Racer there in 10th place. He's picked up a little half second penalty. He's going quicker as well this time round, so unfortunately he could have probably got into the 1:40s without that penalty. But Bazza and Crow there, looks like they're going side by side again through turn 2. Bazza there keeping a bit more apex speed but Crow just going around the outside, being able to carry that little bit more, and Bazza just still can't get past as we're going down this top straight. Is he going to be close enough for the braking zone to turn 3? He's going to slide up the inside, a little bit of contact on apex there, but Bazza's now going to be on the outside for the next proper corner. So Crow there just got his bumper alongside the rear end of Bazza as we're going through that left-hander. He's going to have to slip in behind for the second left-hander here as we come onto this little back straight, but that's allowed Mark just to pull away from these two where they have been side by side a little bit. But Mark's definitely caught up to the rear end of Chalk, and Chalk's picked up a half second, so that's going to drop in behind Mark. Looks like Mark's been able to get this car hooked up at the moment. It was a lap on 38.8 to 38.3, so yeah, half a second caught up for Mark that time round, and he's going to gain even more time when Chalk serves that penalty. Bazza, he's still quarter of a car length ahead of Bazza, but Bazza's picked up a half second penalty, so all that work that Bazza's done to get past Crow on the last lap is going to be undone. But Crow's not going to give up easy. He's going to go around the outside one more time. Is he going to get this move back past Bazza? Looks like he's going to. So Crow now back up to third place, and he's going to have Chalk probably not too far in front of him. Oh, Chalk's picked up another half second penalty. We have got wipers going now. A few guys, looks like the rain has just come down a little bit, and now they've gone back off. But Chalk there, ooh, bump there into Mark, maybe just missed his braking point into that left-hander, but Mark slipped through into first place, round the outside there. And Chalk definitely is going to drop into the clutches of Crow and Bazza. These two, yeah, here you go, the wipers are going. Chalk didn't move off the racing line too much, but he did enough for Crow to get past. Bazza must have had a bad exit because he was right up behind Crow. Unless Bazza had a half second. Oh yes, sorry, Bazza did have a half second, didn't he? That's my bad. So yeah, that's why he's not been able to get past Chalk as well, as they both had to serve penalties that time round. But Chalk now, he's going to have a little fight back on Crow up towards turn 1, which is just going to allow Mark just to pull away even more. But the Crow knows he can go around the outside of turn 2. He's done it a couple of times on Bazza. I think he's 2-1 for the win at the moment. Around the outside is the Crow. Oh, no, I think he's 3-0 actually, to be fair. But yeah, Chalk there just been able to keep the speed up the hill towards that right-hander, and to keep that second, or get back past Crow for that second spot. Will they now try and chase down Mark for first place? I'll just have a quick flick through. Golden Brownie's picked up a half second. Jin's there in 6th. Brucey's picked up a 1.5 second. Staffy, he's pulled a little bit more of a gap over Scott. Staffy's going to be able to get past Brucey, I think, when he serves that penalty. Scott's picked up a half second. And Racer there in 10th place. He's on his outlap. Oh, he's coming to the pit for some inters, but I think it was a literal sprinkle of rain that came down, so don't think the inters were needed for this one. Amazing, we've only got 4 minutes left of this race. Has absolutely flown by. But Crow, Chalk, Crow, Chalk and Bazza. Oh, Bazza had a slight tap on Crow there through that right-hander, but he's got the move done. Don't know if Crow turned in too much onto Bazza and then just pushed him out wide. Brucey and Staffy. Brucey served his penalty, has he? Yeah. Ooh, he's kept ahead of Staffy, has Brucey, but the Crow right up back behind Bazza once again. Will Bazza defend? No, Crow goes to the left-hand side one more time. I think they're only going to have one more chance of doing this on the next lap, but yeah, will Crow get this move done? and make it 4-0. Oh, Brucey, Baz has gone in hot there into the turn 2, into Chalky, and that's allowed Crow to just slip on through and get into second place. Will he now be able to try and catch up to Mark? But Mark's got about, it's quite hard to tell, probably about 3 or 4 seconds lead at the moment. I'd say about 3 seconds. But Bazza there, he's into third place. He was behind Chalky going into the right hander. He's gone on the inside of Chalk, so Chalk must have just gone in a little bit deep there. And Bazza's been up the inside. Golden there cutting the grass on the inside of Chalk there. As we go through this left hander, Chalk gives us a tiny little tap there to Golden. As we go across the curbing there, but Golden's going to serve a 1 second penalty. That's going to drop him closer to Ginger. And out the battle for potential podium position. Bazza, now this looks like they've all just broken up a little bit at the moment. Don't think Bazza can catch Crow. They're going to get another lap. I think they will, you know. Ginger will get another lap. Golden's picked up another half-second penalty. He clearly doesn't like this course and picking up penalties left, right and centre. But Brucey, he's going to have a battle with Staffy, looks like, for this last lap. And Scott there, he's pitted as he's done an out lap. He's gone for soft. So has he gone for the fastest lap of the race for 1 lap? His final lap. Racer there in 10th place. Obviously going for them intermediates, because clearly didn't work. He's not far from being lapped from these guys by the looks of it. Crow there. Oh, Crow's picked up a half second. Oh, and Bazza's picked up a half second. So when you think it's all kind of over, they pick up penalties, and that's going to give Chalk a chance to get past Bazza now for third place. Obviously, I don't think he's going to be close enough to get past Crow with 1 lap to go, but Ginge there looked like he's right behind Golden as well. So stick with these guys and see if Chalk will get past Bazza. I think he will do once Bazza serves this penalty. Bazza stays on the racing line. Chalk drives through him. So I don't know if Bazza should have probably pulled over to just off the racing line. So it didn't put off Chalk as we come through. Oh, who's that? Parked on that's Racer. Parked on the line. Probably not the best thing to do, park it off track. With these guys starting the final lap. Who gets the final lap? Golden side by side with Ginge. Staffy's got past Brucey on the final lap, but Staffy will finish in 7th place. Brucey will finish it in 8th. Scott looks like he's going to come around to finish in 9th, and Racer, he waited to finish in 10th, but probably crossed the line too early. Mark there in first. Crow, he's picked up another half second, has Crow, so he's just served one and he's just picked up another one. That's going to allow Chalk and Bazza to really close up to the back of Crow now. Ginger's got past Golden Brownie as well, so Ginger's there biding his time. He's been able to pick up that 5th spot from Golden Brownie, just picking up all the penalties on the track. I don't know what corner he hasn't picked up a penalty from, but he definitely knows where they all are now. But Chalk now, will he be able to get that 2nd spot away from Crow as they're coming around the last couple of corners? We'll see where Crow is once he's served this half second, because he's going to be pretty much side by side, I think, with Chalk as we're coming into the penultimate corner. Oh, Chalk just cuts his nose off as he comes through the right hander, but Mark, he's going to come through to finish in first place. He's got that lead, and then he just checked out. Chalk will finish in second, but no, he's got a half second, so let's have a look. Once they've crossed the line, Crow gets second, Chalk gets third, Bazza gets 4th place, Ginge, he's picked up a half second, so he's going to finish in 6th and Golden in 5th. Thank you all so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, hit that like button, and until next time, bye bye.